Ladies and gentlemen, Weird Al Yankovic. This is my life, y'all. Before we get started, we have a couple. We're going to do something at the beginning. We're going to do something at the end.
Okay.
First of all, welcome. How's the show going?
It's been great. You've been so super nice and having a good time.
I would like to introduce you to one of my favorite heroes. Guy Gilchrist. You guys know him. Come on, Guy. Come on, my friend. Y'all need some love the guy. Anything Muppets, this is the guy. So Guy will give you the mic so you can talk to him.
So, I was busy writing and drawing a Muppet show, you know, for the whole world in the newspapers. Sure. The day that you and Fozzie got together for Muppet Magazine.
Yes, I remember that, yes.
So I missed that. And so this is 40 years late, coming to you, but finally.
Oh, wow.
You are an honorary Muppet because you've been one your entire life, and it's about time it was acknowledged.
Thank you so much, man.
Gonzo has your golden plunger, and watch your hands with Piggy.
That's so great. Thank you so much. Wow. I'm really honored. Thank you very much, man.
Thank you,
Keep that right here.
Guy Gilchrist, you guys. Make sure you go see his table. His art is amazing, and he has amazing stories. Okay, I'm just going to say this off the bat. You guys know how this works. There's a mic right there, right above the Swindale Suite sign. That's your Q&A mic. I reserve the beginning, and I reserve the end. Outside of that, it's up to you guys because we're here for you. All right? You with me? All right, sir. My first question for you. One of my favorite things in the world, and thank you for waiting to drop your single until right before you came here. I love the polka medleys. It is one of my favorite things in the world. Some of them themed, some of them not. Can you give us the process of how you go through and select which songs you're going to do in those medleys?
I just pick all the songs that I think sound better than those polkas.
You know what? But that's almost any song if you think.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Well, like for this last medley, Polkamania, I'd done the Hamilton polkas like 6 years ago, but I hadn't done like a real kind of pop culture time capsule polka since my last album, which came out 10 years ago this month. And I thought, well, 10 years, that's a nice period of time. I'm going to, I decided almost a year ago, like, okay, July 2024, I'm going to release a polka medley that basically encapsulates all the biggest hits of the last 10 years. So I made a list. I went through the Billboard charts, and I picked all the songs that had made #1 on the Hot 100, and I went through it, and I kind of narrowed it down a little bit, and then I had a list of 12 songs to give my manager, and he got the clearance, and then it's like a puzzle whenever I do polka medley. It's like, okay, I got to end strong, so I want to end with this song, and I want to begin strong, so I'll begin with this song, and then how do you go from point A to point B? You have to kind of figure out how it's going to flow the best, and the chord changes have got to work, and the key has got to fit my vocal range, and you know, it's just like I said, it's a puzzle, and it's just kind of fun to put together that way.
Because I still contend you have not lived until you've heard 9 Inch Nails' Closer done as a polka. And we're not going to bleep it, we're just going to put like spring sounds.
Sure.
That is. There's so much joy emanating from my being right now. I'm a little overwhelmed, I'm not going to lie. We are going to go straight to Q&A because we know you're here and your fans are here, but we're going to come down here first and then we're going to go up there. So I'm going to be mobile. We've got some very special people we'd like to talk about who's with us here today.
Sure.
Actually, you can stay there, I'll come here.
Okay.
Do you guys have a question you want to ask live right now, or you want to wait? My friend, you and I right now are in the same boat. I am a ball of nerves right now. I'm not going to lie to you. What's your name? Logan. What question would you like to ask Mr. Yankovic?
What was your favorite song to produce?
Ooh, what was your favorite song to produce?
You know, there's a song on the last album called Jackson Park Express, which is happy with the way that production turned out. That was it took a long time to. It's sort of a Cat Stevens pastiche. So I wanted to get that kind of like mid-70s kind of singer-songwriter production sound in there. So either that or yet another long song, Genius and Friends, which is supposed to be like a Frank Zappa homage. And I remember I spent like literally months on that because, you know, it's a very complicated piece of work. Because it really it's a journey. It goes through a lot of different styles, but it's all, you know, under the Zappa umbrella.
So you're telling me the first one you were yacht rock before yacht rock was cool?
Sure.
All right, I'm here for it. I love yacht rock. All right, we're gonna go over here because this guy's right in the middle of everything. Tell Mr. Yankovic your name.
Hey, my name's Rick.
All right, this is Rick. Rick, what you got for us?
All right, before I get to my question, I just want to say super quickly, going off of your recent polka video you just posted, I want to point out I forget the name of the song, but you brought in a guy who did an unofficial video of Albuquerque back in 2006. And he also did one for Everything You Know Is Wrong.
Right.
First off, I want to thank you very much for letting him be a part of your that medley. If anything, that is the biggest signal of never giving up on your dream job, and especially working for you for Weird Al. Now, my question, this actually comes from my good friends who's listening on me and to us right now. They want to know, do you have a favorite retro video game, and what would it be?
Retro video game. Oh, well, see, like in the early 90s, I remember I played like the original like Wolfenstein 3D.
Yeah. All right, I like it. How about land for this question?
I just like killing Nazis. That's just my thing.
There's some fabulous questions, please. All right, we're going up in the bougie seats. What's your name, sir?
My name is Xander.
All right, what you got?
And my question it's a two-part question. Did you ever plan on making another album after Mandatory Fun?
You know, I get asked that a lot. I said it even before Mandatory Fun came out that it was going to be my last album, and I still feel that way. I just, you know, I'm still obviously still putting up material and doing other things, so I'm not retiring, and I don't think I'll ever really want to retire. But the idea of waiting until I have 12 songs to release all at once, you know, it's not my favorite way to release songs anymore. It's not a great business model because I like to keep things topical if possible. And I just get anxious. Like if I record a song, I want people to hear it right away. I don't want to wait like a year for like me to have a whole bunch of songs to put out at once. So the short answer is no. But I'm still putting up stuff.
Second question: Kirk or Picard?
Picard.
I can never answer that. I'm sworn to secrecy.
Picard, can you just do that?
Sure.
All right. You should love to see where you guys got a great question. Make some guys think it's just a mic. Come on, guys. Takes a lot to stand in front of a microphone. Just let us think. Your name?
I'm Gable. First off, gotta respect you for the killing Nazis thing.
For those of you not seeing this, he's dressed as Magneto.
Second off, admittedly a bit nitpicky, but this song is just 6 words long, is 7 words. That was intentional, right?
Well, no, because songs is a contraction, so I'm counting songs as one word.
All right. See, I have that album on file. I have even more song on it.
Nice.
I was the kid. I was the kid where my best friend would record Dr. Demento because he came on at 11 o'clock on a Saturday night, and then we would listen to it later in the week. So my mind is just melting.
Yeah, young people don't know what that's like, but like if you're old like us, like you've got a lot of cassette tapes somewhere where the first 5 seconds are not recorded. Like, oh, I like this song. Record.
And then you got the kid. We're coming at you right now. No, stop talking. I was in the song.
Thank you for my childhood, basically.
Give some love to our friend Mrs. Magneto. He's joking about question. Your name?
Okay, hi, my name is Sutton.
Sutton, what do you got?
I was just wondering, you voiced one random octopus character in Voltron Legendary Defender named Blumthump, and I wanted to know what that was like for you.
I don't consider him random. But yes, that was me. That was a while ago. I don't have a lot of memory of that, but it changed my life.
You put Voltron. Give some love for that question because I love Voltron. Your name?
Hello, I'm Pattis. I have a question. So
have you ever considered, like, throughout your career, maybe writing, like, have you ever considered writing, like, more serious music? Like, you know.
I think there's enough people in the world that do that already. It's not what I enjoy doing, it's not what I'm good at. So, in fact, I tried very briefly, not too long ago, John Gourley from Portugal the Man, we become friends over the last decade, and he was working on a song, and he was like, oh, could you write the bridge to this song? And I tried to write some, like, vulnerable, serious lyrics, and I couldn't do it. Like, my brain isn't wired that way. You know, everything I write tends to wind up a little warped somehow, so I gave it my best shot, but that's not, like, what I'm good at.
I feel like 1 more minute is close as you've gotten to it. Because it starts out so beautiful, you're like, oh, this took a horrible turn. Give some love to that question, you guys. Thank you so much. We're going to get through as many of these as we can, guys, I promise. What's your name?
Alright, my name is Xander, and this is a really important question that I've always wanted to ask. So, what is your favorite color?
Xander, we've met before, haven't we?
Maybe.
Hard to say, probably periwinkle, definitely not chartreuse.
How about for Xander? I was waiting for what is your quest. What is your name, my friend?
Hi, my name's Henry.
Henry, what we got?
My question is, will you be doing any more like voice acting or being in a movie or something?
I sure hope so. You know, I've done some voice acting which hasn't come out yet, because animation obviously done way in advance. So yeah, I will hopefully continue to do voice acting. I love doing voice acting. You know, I became famous just so I could do voice acting. That's how.
Great question. Thank you, my friend. I'll just another young man. Very dapper for us. What's your name, sir?
Hello, my name is Mauricio.
All right, Mauricio, what you got?
I wanted to know, at any point in time, did you ever thought about playing the diatonic accordion or the chromatic accordion?
That would be a big learning curve for me. You know, I play like regular piano accordion. Is that the one where it's buttons on both sides?
Yeah, straight up, but I'm an accordion player also, so I was curious.
Do you play that?
A diatonic.
Wow, well, I'm impressed. I mean, that seems really complicated. I mean, it would be hard for me to learn that now. I mean, even an accordion is a hard instrument to learn. You know, as a kid, everything's easier to learn. I remember I had to give Daniel Radcliffe accordion lessons. And he's he did great in the movie, but it's tough when you're like, you know, in your early 30s to learn an instrument like that, because you're playing like keys on one hand and buttons on the other, and you have to move the bellows back and forth and sing at the same time. It's really not an easy instrument to pick up. So congratulations on the diatonic. That's amazing.
Thank you.
How about that from an accordion player? That was awesome. You talked about Radcliffe always. The first time you saw him as you, what was that reaction?
It's odd. I mean, I've seen a lot of people dressed as me, like for Halloween.
Paul Rudd.
Yeah. So it's just very odd. I mean, the whole movie was like an out-of-body experience. I'm there sitting in my producer's chair watching Daniel Radcliffe be me. You know,
he's rescuing Madonna from Pablo Escobar.
I mean, the whole thing was crazy. I mean, to be able to say, oh yeah, so Daniel Radcliffe just got an Emmy nomination for playing me in a movie. What timeline is this?
It's a good beginning for the song. You got your rings.
Right. So I'm halfway there. It took me 40 years, so like another 40 years, I'll get there.
So I don't know which camera's handled, but I need Broadway producers on this now. I need really good musicals.
Okay.
So put it out there in the universe. Your name, my friend.
Hi, my name is Julio.
All right, Julio, what's your question?
I have like 2 questions. So in the movie, the character of your father mentioned a factory. What do you actually make there?
It should be obvious. I don't want to insult your intelligence by telling you.
They manufactured not pushing that button. That's what they did.
And the other one, have you ever actually spoken to Madonna other than like after the movie was made?
The only time I've ever spoken with Madonna was in 1985, backstage at one of her shows for like a minute. So other than that, we've never met. I still to this I can't believe this. To this day, I don't know if she's heard about the movie or seen the movie or what she thinks about the movie. If you run into Madonna, please ask her. I'm very curious.
I do not have one to speak of.
Okay.
And Evan Rachel Wood.
Oh, amazing.
I read somewhere that the first day she showed up on set, you guys couldn't not call her Madonna. Is that true?
Well, no, I still remember her name, but she was very good. I'm kind of kicking myself because I saw her on Jimmy Fallon, like right after the movie came out, and she performed a Madonna song, like as Madonna, and like she sounds just like Madonna, like her singing voice as well. Like we should have like had something where she was singing in the movie because she's so brilliant talent.
If you haven't seen Across the Universe, she's brilliant.
Yeah.
She would love to. How about for that question? That's a great question. Your name, sir?
Hi, I'm Peyton, a big fan. And I have a question about the music video Fat. How was that fat suit like? Like, how did it work and stuff?
Well, the suit's an actual kind of foam rubber suit. It was mostly air on the inside. And it was latex appliances on the face, so it took about 3.5 hours for Kevin Yeager, who's the makeup person, to apply it to my face. Kevin Yeager also did Chucky, and I think he might have done some Nightmare on Elm Street stuff, but he's like still a world-class special effects artist. I met him on Amazing Stories back in the late 80s. And yeah, he applied it, and it was, it was comfortable enough. It wasn't horrible to like wear that suit all day long. I remember the very last shot was a special thing where we had to blow my face up. Like it's in the transitional period. And this is really before CG, anything like that. It would have been very easy to do digitally these days, but back then we had to do it old school style. So they installed these like latex bladders on my face, like flat to my face, but they're like tubes attached to these bladders. And the tubes ran down through my shirt, down my pants leg, and they were special effect people on the floor blowing through these tubes, physically inflating my face. Which was a very odd sensation. And they did it a few times, and then I said, okay, just blow up my face till my face explodes. And they did that, and that's the tape we used. We used it right up until the frame before my face exploded.
And you shot that in the same location as the bad video, right?
Well, not the actual bad video, but Michael Jackson did a version for his Moonwalker compilation where he recreated Bad with kids. So I think he called it Baby Bad or Bad or something like that. So it was that one, which made all the plus size people appear even larger. Because everything was at like 9/10 scale. Everything was like a little smaller,
Well, and Rupert Holmes always talked about the Pina Colada song. I always thought people said the Pina Colada. Did you have a phase where people just think you ham on Holy all the time?
I think for a while it was Rocky Road Ice Cream.
Okay, fair enough. Well, you had that underground club that you played.
Yeah, true. Yeah. No, I think, and this was like early on in my career, obviously, but I think they were, to promote that single, I had to be involved in a lot of Rocky Road ice cream eating contests, and that turned me off Rocky Road pretty much the rest of my life.
How about it for that question, guys? Great shirt. I love that shirt. What is your name, my friend?
Walter.
Walter, what's the question?
How did you get involved, get Vincy Pop involved with Polkamania?
I saw that she did a version of my son's sports song online. It's kind of a pencil sketch version, but I thought, oh, well, she's a fan, that's nice. And she had asked me, I think, to do a voice in a show, and we turned it down for a few different reasons. But I thought, well, I mean, I like her animation style, and she's obviously a fan, and I wondered if she'd want to do it. And we contacted her, and she said yes. So, yeah, I really like her version of Vampire.
Yeah, thank you.
Great question, you guys. Keep that energy up, please. Outstanding. Whoever's gonna step up, you guys are so organized up there. Let me get one and we'll come to you, my friend. How about that? All right. What's your name? Yep. Good. There's a mic right there. Go for it.
The other one. Hi, I'm Isabella, but I like to go by Cassie.
Okay.
And
Cassie, we saw you at the after party last night, did we not? Were you at the after party last night?
I don't think so. I left at like 4.
I'd like to see the paperwork on that. But okay, what's your question?
Okay. Well,
Let's see. I don't know how to start this, honestly. Lesbian Nazi hookers abducted from aliens and forced into weight loss programs. How did you come up with that?
I love this. He nailed the entire line.
I will say that I have to give credit for that to Jay Levy. We wrote the script together, and I think the whole Gerardo Town Talk segment was something we had to add at the last minute for some reason, and he wrote the bulk of that. So I think that was actually his line. So when Jay Levy does the panel, you can ask him that.
The genius himself, yeah.
And I would like to thank you for releasing the 35th anniversary of UHF on my birthday. I appreciate that.
Yeah, today is the actual 35th anniversary of the release of UHF.
How about that, Smells? Which I also saw in the theaters.
Really?
I was the guy. Nice. I do want to, as we're getting reset here, I recently had a Q&A with, I lost my train of thought, with David Provo.
Oh, nice.
He spoke very highly of you.
Oh, good.
He said you taught him comedy. Which, yeah, mind blown, right? But I wanted to make sure we talked about that a little bit because he specifically, because I saw UHF, he's like, his love for you knows no bounds.
Oh, that's so nice to hear.
Yeah, he loved working with you.
Wow.
So,
I mean,
yeah, great guy.
Can I ask another one?
Quickly, because we got a lot of people.
I got you. Do you have any movie recommendations?
Say it again?
Do you have any movie recommendations?
Movie recommendations.
Specifically, maybe like.
I'd say We're the Yankovic story,
Absolutely.
maybe.
Small indie film, not a lot of people have seen.
Yeah, what's in the theaters now? I don't know.
I love this people with before.
Maybe like an obscure 80s movie that maybe the public
What's your
has not
favorite
seen.
80s movie?
Favorite 80s movie? Top Secret. Top Secret.
Top Secret, great film. Good job.
Okay.
Here's some others to Cassie for that.
Thank you.
So thanks for that. Who's the what's your name?
I'm Laura.
All right. What's the question for Mr. Yankovic?
So the only way my dad and I knew about the Star Wars holiday special was because of the handoff in the White Nerdy music video. And it was like a quest to try and find that on some site. How did you know about it and how did it get in the video?
She said the way she found out about the Star Wars holiday special was from the White Nerdy video, which God bless you for not knowing about it before. Your life is no worse because of it. So how that happened?
Well, I mean, you know, I know a lot about Star Wars lore, and of course I was very familiar with the fact that there was this horrible TV special.
You can find on YouTube.
And by the way, there's a whole documentary about the Star Wars holiday special.
Just came out.
A Disturbance in the Force, I think it's called.
Yes, I believe
and I'm one of the people that get interviewed for that. But that's a nice documentary if you want to learn more about the Star Wars holiday special. But yeah, it's I think I vaguely remember watching that when it first aired back in the day, and just being very confused by the whole thing, which apparently I was not alone. But it's been such a part of Star Wars lore and such a part of the whole alpha nerd experience that I felt I had to, include it in a video called White Nerdy.
Thank you.
So I love that album. I can't not love your stuff.
Thank you.
I have it all. I have the box set. I have your Peter and the Wolf. Oh wow. Yeah, I love the Peter. So
Thank you.
How about for that question, guys? Make some noise, please. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Amy.
Amy.
Two questions. The last one is really, really
It's
short.
got to be fast because I want you to look behind.
Okay, yeah, I know. The second one is really, really short. But the first one is, you are in my favorite epic rap battle of history of all time.
Big battles and rap battles of history.
Yes, you were in Sir Isaac Newton versus Bill Nye, and I just want you to talk about your experience with that because it was my entire childhood. So.
Thank you. I loved working with the nice Peter and Epic Lloyd, and I just think they're very funny, and they obviously spend a lot of time to craft every single one of their rap battles. So I like to be part of things that I know are going to be good, and it was really a joy to work with those guys. And I think that came out shortly before, 10 years ago, right before Mandatory Fun came out. So it was just a chance to work with people that I admired and doing something that I love doing.
Absolutely. And the second question is super short. It was rumored that you did the accordion for Kesha's Joyride. Did you?
I did not, but I would have if she asked me.
Oh, that's so cool. Thank you so much.
I prefer her as K $sign Hop.
Yeah.
All right, what's your name?
My name's Abe.
All right, what's your question for Mr. Yankovic?
So when you're making your music, what kind of music do you like to listen to?
What kind of music do you like to listen to?
Almost exclusively Viking whaling songs.
Yeah. I listen while I'm going to lawn. It just helps me.
Yeah, no, I listen, over the last 10 years, I've stopped listening to top 40 radio as much because it used to be part of my job description, like to be intensely focused on what was on the charts. And now I listen to like the stuff I listened to in college, like a lot of British invasion pop and new wave and alternative things and garage bands and just random things, quirky things that I like to listen to.
Thank you. I also want to say thank you for helping me pass stats. My teacher played your music videos after class when I was studying, and it helps me focus.
Thank you. The teacher played his stuff for you guys in class. That person deserves a raise. A big one. Because that's doing it right. How about some love for that person, you guys? Step up to the mic, tell us who you are.
Hello, my name is Humorous, and I want to ask one question. Have you gotten your lucky one-of-a-kind glow-in-the-dark snorkel yet?
Oh, somebody gave me a lucky glow-in-the-dark snorkel here yesterday, so I finally have one. Thank you.
Yeah, Rick says that was him.
Thank you, Rick.
How great is it when fans do deep cuts like that? You're just like, wow, okay, cool.
I had to explain that to everybody, and they were like, what? How do you snorkel? Like, it's a long story. 11 and a half minutes long.
That's fine. That's a great question, guys. Make some notes of that question, please. Step up to the mic, tell us who you are.
Hi, my name is Elijah, and I know we have a short time on our hands, but I want to ask if two things. One, if you could go back in your career, if you could change anything in a song or one of your films, if you could fix one mistake in anything of your career, what would it be?
Ooh. There's so many things I want to fix. I mean, that's an excellent question, but since I don't have a time machine, it's not really practical. I don't know, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of songs which I recorded in the 80s and 90s, which kind of aged poorly. There's some language I used, which was apparently okay at the time, not so much now. So I don't want to give you specific examples, but there are definitely things I've done in my life and my career that, knowing what I know now and how things would evolve, I would have done it differently back then.
And one last thing. Have you ever considered making, or at least having yourself a video game? Because by now, along with music, movie, TV show, and would you ever make a video
Not the pinball game.
I was gonna say there's a pinball machine. Yeah.
And it's wonderful. I played it a couple of years ago when they unveiled it. Dallas has a pinball festival, and they debuted it there, and I had so much fun.
Yeah, I got one in my house. So.
I would hope so. You should have number one in the series, if anything.
Yeah, I got a text from Lin-Manuel Miranda. He says, I just bought my Weird Al pinball machine. I'm like, what? I got to do something with that Bruno money.
Process that sentence. Lin-Manuel Miranda called Al Yankovic to let him know he bought a pinball machine that was themed on it. Okay, I'm with him now.